Creative Stampers, welcome back to another episode of Creating with Kristina. I am Kristina Reese and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Well, it's finally here, the 2019 Occasions Catalog. Oh my gosh, there's so much awesome stuff in here. Along with that is our celebration, which is our amazing 3-month sale. Spend $50 and get anything you want in this catalog. Oh my gosh. Well, actually, there's a couple of things where you have to spend $100 to get them, but most of them is $50 and you get them. All kinds of cool stuff. All right, so this video today, I'm going to show you something that is going to be new in this new catalog, and that is there is a new stamp in town, and that is the Cling stamp. Now, Stampin' Up! Has been known for their amazing quality of stamps. We have photopolymer stamps, which are the clear see-through stamps, and then we also have our wonderful red rubber stamps. And the red rubber stamps, you could either get them as to put them on wood blocks, or you could get them to where you could attach them to a clear acrylic block and remove it. The problem was that the material they were using for the clear mount stamps, the stamp would fall off the block sometimes, especially if it had any kind of dust or maybe some oils from your hand or something. And so they have finally solved this problem, and boy, did they solve it. These Cling stamps are amazing, and they are going to replace our wood mount and our clear mount stamps from now on because they're so amazing. Okay, this is an example of a new Cling stamp that's in our catalog called Humming Along. I really think it's adorable. It's also a great all-around stamp set. It has a thank you, hope you feel better, and birthday, which those are like the most popular cards to make. So this really could get you a lot of cards, a lot of miles out of this stamp set. And it is the red rubber. Oh, hold on. There you go. It's the red rubber stamps. And we have this new material now that keeps the stamps on the block. Awesome. Okay, also, I made a card using this stamp, and I'm going to show you how I made this card. All the directions for this card are going to be on my blog. I write out step by step how to do the card. I'm going to show you in the video, and also links to all the materials that I used. I'm so excited. Let's get started.
When you get your stamps, I wanted to show you how they look, and then I want to show you how a good way to put them together, because there is assembly required. It's not difficult though. So when you open it up, you will first of all find the adhesive backing. All right, and there are two sides to the adhesive backing. There is the side that the stamp sticks to, and then there's the side that the acrylic block sticks to, or the Cling side. The side that the stamp sticks to is extremely permanent. I mean permanent. So you need to make sure you put the correct side on the stamps. And it's not difficult to know which one is which. I'm going to zoom this up, and I want to see if hopefully you can see this, but there is like a split on each stamp. Even little bitty stamps have a split, so you know you can peel off half the backing first and then the other, and you can put the stamp on. So this is how we do it. Let's quickly do this. And this is how I do it. There's a lot of other demonstrators have been showing how to do this. I just want to show you how I do it. So first I peel back the part that my stamp is going to be sticking on. This beautiful hummingbird here. Then I take the stamp out, okay, and it also has a back you need to peel off, okay, and now this is going to go right on there. And the way I do it is I lay my rubber piece, or the piece that the stamp came from, and I lay it right on top. Yep, right on top, and then I stick the stamp down inside there, and that way I know for sure that it is going to get exactly in the right place. And then once you do that, you've got that stuck, then you can peel it off of the paper. Now, your cling part is going to be extremely sticky at first. So I just take my fingers and I kind of get a little bit of the stickiness off. Well, it's not really off, I'm really getting the oils from my hand onto this, so it's not quite so sticky, because we've found that initially when you first use it, it is so sticky it hardly comes off the block. Now, so let me show you what I mean. So here's the block, here's the cling stamp, and we just place that on there, press it down just a little bit, and it is not coming off at all. You can shake it, rub it. So that's most of the time when it would come off, the old cling stamps that we had. When you would try to clean it in the cleaner, it would come off, or even when you were inking it up, it would come off. And so now you don't have any trouble. This is not going to come off. Now, it's so sticky though, you want to be careful when you peel it back. You want to take and make sure you start a section and then peel it that way. If you try to peel it like this, you may tear the red rubber away from the styrofoam, and we don't want that. So just peel it back like that. This is going to stay sticky. Now that I have my stamps mounted on the blocks, I want to create a card, and I'm going to use a piece of watercolor paper. Then I'm going to take some low-tack tape, and I'm going to tape it to this board. And the reason I do this is so that when it dries, it will dry completely flat. The tape keeps it from warping and twisting. So we tape it, and just a little bit. Don't need very much on there, but we just need all the sides done. And I'm going to do a fun kind of watercolor. I'm not sure if you remember, but we have some watercolor crystals called Brusho crystals that are so pretty, and I thought those would be fun to play with this new stamp set. So to use my Brusho crystals, and here they are, I'm going to get the Brilliant Red and the Mossy Green, and I think that's good. All right, we're going to get this completely saturated with my little spritzer here, and I want it good and wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a watercolor kind of a abstract design. Then I'm going to let it dry, and I'm going to stamp my butterfly. I'm not my butterfly, I'm sorry, my hummingbird. Do you love Brusho? It's so pretty. Let's see, let's put some down here. Alright, that should be good. We'll see what that looks like. We're going to let it dry overnight, and when we come back, I will finish this card. Alright, we have our watercolor paper that we sprinkled with the Brusho, the watercolor crystals, and let it sit overnight so it could completely dry. And now I have this like abstract, really cool design, and I want to cut out this butterfly. So I'm going to stamp this butterfly, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for an area that I think would make some pretty cool part of this hummingbird. I'm thinking that might be really pretty right there. Alright, so now how I do this is, first of all, let's get the paper off of the clip. Whoa. Be really careful when you're pulling up, even though it's low tack. You want to be careful. Okay. I'm going to place this watercolor paper on my Stamparatus because I do not want to mess this image up. I only get one shot at this. So I'm going to place my watercolor paper up in the corner of my Stamparatus, and then I'm going to find find a place on this watercolor paper. I'm almost thinking, I mean, you could just do any, you can make his beak kind of green or white. I was thinking that this white part of the beak would be pretty, and that would make his wing there. Yeah, I'm thinking I might do that. Okay, so I have it in the corner there. I have the watercolor paper pushed up in the corner. I have my hummingbird placed where I want it. Now I pick up the stamp with the Stamparatus, and I'm going to ink up my hummingbird, and I'm just using black mementos. Okay, and now I'm just going to stamp down, whoops, now lift it up and see if I like it. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I see the head didn't get enough ink there, so that's why I like the Stamparatus, because I can re-ink it. I just make sure it's in the snug in the corner there. Perfect. Oh, that's much better. That is so much better. Now, this stamp set comes with thinlits, with thinlit die. So I can cut my hummingbird out very easily with the little thinlit die. So I'm just going to take it to the big shot, and I'll be right back. Okay, what do you think? Pretty, isn't it? All right, now let me clean off my hummingbird. To finish the card, I took my Versamark ink, which is just a clear sticky ink, and I want to randomly place this flower all over the background of the stamp, but I don't want to get it back here, so I need to mask that off. So I got a sticky paper here. Actually, I'm going to need a couple sticky papers, so that one and this one. Okay, and of course I have my scratch paper back here for the rest of it, and I'm just going to randomly do this watermark in the background. So, and I know you can't see it very well, but that's okay. Let's turn it like this. There we go. It's just to kind of give the background paper just a little interest. Nothing, I don't want to distract from the hummingbird. All right, let me come back in this way. All right, and I think one more on that side. And right there. Okay. All right, now I'm going to clean that off with my Stampin' Chamois. And see, it doesn't move off the block. It's so nice. There we go. And then I just gently peel it back. I don't need to be real rough with it. All right, now I have one more stamp, this leaf. I'm going to kind of fill in some of the other areas. Like I said, you probably can't see very much. I can see it, but the film is probably not picking it up. All right, a little something down here. I think that does it. All right, clean this one off. And then, like I said, just gently peel that back. You don't want it to rip from the styrofoam. Okay, once we've got the background done, now I need to add our banner with our saying. We have our banner here. I just tied a yellow ribbon. This is a free item in the catalog. Actually, it comes with 5 spools of ribbon. Are those the prettiest? They go with our Gingham Gala Designer Series paper. So it's Grapefruit Grove, Highland Heather, Granny Apple Green, Balmy Blue, and Daffodil Delight. And when you order $50 you can pick this item for free. So I just tied a simple ribbon around it. I'm going to put my saying right here. Wishing you an amazing birthday. I love that saying. There we go. Perfect. All right, and clean this off with my Stampin' Chamois. If you don't have a Stampin' Chamois, let me tell you, this is an amazing cleaning tool. All it is a wet sponge, and I know it looks really gross. It's stained, but the ink doesn't come up. It's somehow like just stays on here. I rinse it out every once in a while, periodically. Usually after every project, I'll rinse it out and get it all ready for my next project. But you just stick it down and it picks the ink up off the stamp. Love it. Stampin' Chamois. Okay, let's finish this card. Okay, let's put this card together. I want to lift up my banner with ribbon on the back. It really needs to be lifted up, so we're going to use dimensionals. And you can see where I messed up my saying there. Not a problem. Flipped it over, redid it. If I had used my Stamparatus, I would not have made that mistake. Live and learn, right? Okay, and there we go. Okay, and there we have our wishing you an amazing birthday. I'm going to bring that up and see if you can see the hibiscus flowers in the background, just barely. Little ribbon. Bling it up with some sequins or something. Anyways, our new stamps in the catalog are amazing. This new cling stuff that they've come out with is perfect. It's nice and sticky. These are not going to come off your block, and they're not going to lose their stick. They're just great. Remember, the Occasions catalog is available from January 3rd, this week, all the way until the summer, till May 31st. The Celebration, however, our sale is only going to go on until March 31st for 3 months. So January through March, and all of these items are free with a $50 purchase. I mean, there's some really cute ones in here. Keep watching my YouTube channel for more examples of the new stamps that are in the catalog. Also, if you like card tutorials, sign up for my newsletter. There's a link below in the description. Every week I send out a free card tutorial or some kind of project tutorial. I also keep you updated on anything that Stampin' Up! Is doing. I hope you all have a beautiful and creative rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching.